beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. Alright, ignited souls, you may have clicked on this video because you thought, oh, these are strange glasses, let's have a look. But I believe that there is something more for you in this video, because this is how the gods that we have discovered from Genesis of chapter 1 and 2, and that embodies our makeup, that's how they work out. That's how they function. Like some people would say, that's how they roll. Because they are funny gods. They are gods that actually was with us when we were playing. They're always with us. But as a child, you'd play hide and seek. There were 7 gods on one side and 7 on the other, you could say. This is the whole game of life. This is politicians. This is the Biden and Trump, which both equals 7, by the way. So the 2 sevens come together. Of course, you could say that's when they shake hands and say, yeah, let's have a game. These are the rules. They also shake hands again and say, okay, you win, And some may not want to shake hands like Trump. Okay, but the shaking hands again, that means they have come together again to form this number 5. So it would be interesting, speaking of Trump and Biden, to see how this next term is going to happen, because they didn't actually shake hands where this number 5 would come into play. Now, when we say number 5, I'll just put this in as well, that the gods function through all our movement, our behavior, our words, and everything else. I have been speaking about how they function in and out. They are external, they are internal. Basically, they are mirrors of each other. And I was doing a presentation and noticed that I was moving my elbows, and I thought, but the elbow is really number 7. Hey, you could say this is 7 and this is another 7. We can do the same with when we fold our legs. We do the same in any kind of way, and of course putting our feet together, which has 5 digits on each, coming together like this, that is 5. So you could see this inside of your palm, for instance, which is what I'm going to do the video on. I intend to anyway, but that's how the gods work out. I intend to do a presentation, and they think, you think you're going to say what you want, but let's show you something, because they are all guides as well. They know exactly what we need, what information we need in this time for all time. And so I have reverence for that. So basically, you could see the palm of the hand. You would say this is a hand, but actually, perhaps this is a hand. It's like a fruit, and you cut inside of the fruit, you cut it in half, and so you could see these 2 palms, they relate to each other, and it's as if the outside of the hand is the skin. Of course, it's the skin. It's the clothing. And that's another way, and this is what we usually do when we pray. The prayer symbol, for instance, is acknowledging that all the gods are together in unison, and it's only oneness. When we come into this position, we are only addressing oneness. We are addressing the one and all, encompassing all there is. Isn't that lovely? Delicious. So stick around if you're new to this channel, and let me welcome new subscribers, existing subscribers, and please like and share of this video. So, speaking of palms, let's just do something quickly on palms. I thought, again, these are the gods are saying, have some fun in between the seriousness of the information that they are conveying for our evolution. Oh, the gods are firing. Okay, so, yeah, on palms, the word palms actually was something that that really spelled out and really jumped out of the word Psalms. So let's see if I can really bring this message across. Okay, so I'm going to acknowledge the presence of the gods and ask for their divine intervention in this, they are actually saying to me, you know you are a god or goddess, just get on with it. And I'm like the dependent. I'm dependent. I know they say yes. I'm saying yes. I carry the name goddess. Yeah, because even my real name is Shakti. So Shakti is a goddess, and of course my life path number also is 8, which equals God. And so there is a lot, but I'm saying, oh please, I'm still asking lots of questions, help me with this and help me with that. And they are saying, now we have handed you the baton, just build your confidence, just get on with it. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, we discovered something really phenomenal from the Psalms. Again, this is what the gods have revealed, that PSALMS. They did that. Oh, I really should have got my notes on this, but and let's see if I can just retrieve that very quickly. And let's do that, because it would make life a little bit easier here, I would say. Something with the Psalms. Okay, perhaps not. Okay, all right, because I'm always writing. Okay, so Psalms, we'll do what we can here. And then, of course, we've been working with the two creations, you could say. Acknowledging the gods come from two creations, which is in Genesis of chapter 1 and 2. And these are the gods. In case, again, that you are new to this channel, we probably stick this up. But there are 14 gods on here. And these 14 gods, whether people want to believe or not, they are verbatim gods in the scriptures. This is why it is important that we keep studying and looking and asking, because we are growing. So, for instance, the foods that I used to eat when I was growing up, I hardly eat any of those foods anymore. And even if I do, I prepare them in a different way that I can consume them or taste different aspects of those foods in different ways. I explore with them and so on. And that's what the gods are asking us to do. Explore with the creativity and ingredients that they have left within us. Okay, so the Psalms. We all know in the scriptures about the Psalms. We go there to pray. Our enemy, because we feel we have an enemy, someone really upset us, and we are going to give them the third degree on one of the Psalms, which is perhaps Psalm 91, which is, oh, that he should not have any children, and, let him be a vagabond, and let his children's children, all kinds of things. All this is in the Bible, people. In case you are new to the scriptures, all this is actually there. But there is something. This is where you go. This is where, when you have this kind of prayer, that you are still a dependent upon, like parents. Your sibling have upset you, and you go and complain to your parent, and you say, I want you to this is what Paul did to me, and I want you and to tell him off. And until parents tell him off, you're not all right. Now the parent is saying, look, you are old enough now, and you can reason this out with your brother. Just reason it out till you guys shake hands and know that you are two brothers, two of the same, which is whole. This is what we are talking about. So two creations, two sets of gods, but they work together. Those gods work together to have formed us in their image, after their likeness. This is why us was invited, and this is why we are us. When it was said, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God said, this is the one I want. Let us create man in our image or after our likeness, something to that effect. But us was there. Let us make man. Us had already actually had existed. There was an us that had existed. And we are of the us. Does that make sense? It's like saying, let Biden make children, or let Paul make children after our, because Paul or us would be, or it's like the builder. So let the builder make this after our image. So this is saying that just as we need each other to be doing different things together for the wholeness of all concerned, that's what had happened. Now, I'm going to make this short. I am. Because the intention is for you to have some deliciousness in between those other more in-depth exercises. So let's look at Psalms. What I saw was that there were the two serpents. These are the two serpents. These are the two caduceus. They and everything else that comes in between is like life. Life came in between. There were the two serpents in the garden, and whether they ate, didn't eat, whatever happened, they made little ones or whatever, that was, all happening. Let's see if I can turn this a little bit so you can actually see. Yeah. So this is the caduceus here, the two serpents. Right. And these are the two S's. Remember, even as well in the dollar sign, they used to have, was it two strokes? But one I think would mean that it was flexible, and one, or they have now done it this way, meaning it would still be seen as two serpents. Sorry, this is meant to be the S, and you have one line, but this is when one serpent is strong and one is or rigid, and one is supple. So it's positive and negative, flexible and rigid, all the opposites here. This is what that sign is conveying right here. Well, you may not have been taught it this way, but that's one aspect of it anyway. So these are the two serpents. It's the serpent of Aaron who had swallowed the serpent of Pharaoh, basically. So we know for something to happen or for a change to take place, there are two aspects coming together. The subtle serpent, or this one serpent swallows the other, meaning the two elements, the two come together. That's what the gods are about. The even the word dead. So life and the other side came together, and where there is dead, I have to do another video on dead because I got something very delicious from that story. And so here we are saying, let's look at the Psalms. So in the Psalms, what I saw was actually taking this off was palms. Palms. And it's no wonder there are people able to read our palms and tell us quite a lot about ourselves, because there is something in the palms. And remember, that is also very indicative in the story of the crucifixion. And that's the message. Again, people, I believe that that's one of the messages the story of the crucifixion is saying. These are psalms. It's like really showing the extent or extensiveness of what is in our makeup, in our frame. So there are two palms this way, but then we have learned now these two palms must come together no matter how far apart they may be of each other, but they can come together and to form this. This is the 7 and 7, of course, which is 5. 5, of course, we have seen 5 as Christ. By the way, I sent a video and someone said, well, Jesus was fictitious and so on. I am not enwrapped in the story now. If you ask me, then just like I am now Shakti, but there is a goddess in Shakti in Hinduism, so there could be a Jesus who would take the name after, for whatever reason. This is what happens. How many in all cycles? We take on the frequency and vibration, and each of us have that uniqueness that we embark on. So I'm not too occupied with this aspect anymore. I say anymore because I once questioned all of those things. So if you ask me whether there was someone who got crucified on a cross as the story goes, I can't tell you yes for sure or no, it didn't happen. I'm not wrapped into that, but I'm wrapped in the essence of the knowledge that it conveys. So let's continue on this deliciousness. Okay, so we have ALMS, ALMS, and we have there's another word that I, of course, had. We have mole, and we have, most importantly, there was our malls, you could say, or even small SM, but we haven't got the or the L, but it's again sound mind. We are creative beings. We can read this. Nothing stops you from seeing small in there or whatever else. There's another thing that oh, I wish I had the, okay, perhaps not, it's not here, but it's really about looking at how language, when we look at it, or words, how they can impact on us if we become conscious, or when we do. Most importantly is that the Psalms offer us maps and, of course, slaps, SLAP, slaps or slam, SLAMP. Another word that is very crucial that it offers. So we have, there were the key words for me here is LAMPS. Remember LAMPS. Remember, you could say slumps as well to have all the letters, but just imagine one serpent has swallowed the other. This is why Christ says, that's a lamp unto my feet. There's a lamp unto my feet. So, or lamps. So here we have the two lamps would have been, coming into lamp. Okay. So we have and maps, MAPS, or map. So these are crucial to letting us know, and again taking on the essence of the messages about creation. I created you with my hands. There again, it's finger. I didn't do the numerical values for Psalms. Let's do that again, which is 143,117. So this is 10, 12, 16, 17, which is God right here. 17, like I was saying, 1 plus 7 is 8. And this is my life path number. Okay, and if you are life path number 8, so this is saying that God, because this is what the Psalms are about, they are like weapons, the double-edged sword. They're like words that can create, that can destroy. And so this is exactly one of those places in the scriptures where there is a key. I have been speaking of your unique divine code is in the Psalms, and there are instructions on how you can attain that. But I just really wanted to concentrate on showing you the map. I'm the map The map. Now, is it Dora? Dora, I think, is one of the children's uh, program, the map. I did it or something to that. So all of those things are very scriptural, people. So do join me again. If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe and share. Most importantly, stay ignited.